Hi again. It's Thursday. They're going on 6 weeks old, but they're in with the minis here. You see the little minis? Some of them have the white faces. There's 4 of them. They're a little older, so they mix up well and encourages them to eat together. What are you barking about? Yeah. So they're having their breakfast. And they're loving it outside in this big pen, the front. For a change, we're at the front. So I'm going to see if I can get back a little bit so you can have a better look. No distractions. The kids are in school. I thought it was a good time. Take a little video. Hi, guys. Some are still eating. And investigating. Lots of toys. They love it in this huge pen. I still have them on their food a little soft because the minis, and they just, I don't know, it's going down better, and I will start firming it up now a little more. I should be taking all the goat's milk away soon, because at 6 weeks they can't digest it as easily. But there they are. What are you crying about? That's a mini. She wants to come out and see me. They get handled a lot, so she's expecting the kids to come along and swoop her up. And there they are. It's a damp morning, so I've got plywood down and then the blankie. And don't they just love their blankets? They bite them and wrestle them. Lots of room in there. So they'll be out here till if it gets too hot, I'll take them in. But I've got an umbrella here. I can position it to shade them. And I can see them from the window when I'm in the house. So I don't like to let them out in the yard. There's places at the gate where they can get out, and the big dogs sometimes come out here. Bobo comes out and guards them. But there again, he'll eat their food. And oh, you just settle down. You're fine. Yeah. So the minis go to the vets actually tomorrow in the afternoon, and then they're a week ahead. So they're going a little bit early to their appointment, because you have to have it when the vet can fit them in. Although I book early, it's still pretty crowded. The visits are pretty busy. They will go and get their half shots, and then they'll be gone a week earlier. But for now, they just adapted really well together. It encourages the minis to eat, being with the standards. Because the standards are more about eating. Yeah, they're loving it out here in the wet grass, and they can play and smell and eat when they want. They've got a lot of that gone. But I'll just leave it out here for them and let them browse at it. They'll clean it up. There they are. And there's Bobo over there, making his rounds. Bobo, come here. Come here, fella. Bobo, come here. Such a boy. Hey, boy. That's it. Okay. So this will be posted early. You guys are really patient with us. Sometimes we don't get it on till late Sunday night. This one will be posted. We have to go to the airport on the weekend and ship an older pup. We're shipping to Manitoba. So that's a bit of ordeal, and I wanted this video taken so that we could have some time during the weekend to concentrate on other things without loading things on. My husband likes to do things around the house. They do love their squeaky toys. It's pretty hard to tell the minis from the standards at this point. But the minis stop growing and the standards keep growing. Minis are born pretty darn big for little dogs. I don't know, it's amazing to me. They're almost as big as standards when they're born. But then they don't grow. They stop. Back at the water and the food again. So when you get your puppy, remember that they come back to their food. And they come back to their water frequently, and they come back to their food. Sometimes it's nice to feed them in their crate so they concentrate a little bit. But you'll work that out, whichever is best for your puppy. But feed them enough so that there's some left. You ask how much to feed them. They're growing, and so it changes quickly. So you put down food, and if it's gone, you haven't given them enough. And start with 3 times a day, and then go to 2 times a day. And feed your last feeding 6:30, and then don't feed again. Just liquids and maybe a little bit of high-fat yogurt before they go to bed, because you want them to not have to toilet once they're in bed for the night. Beautiful morning. Not too hot yet anyway, and I'm hoping it doesn't. I, for one, have had enough of this scorching hot, but I think we're headed for another week of it and lots of rain, so I may not be able to put them out every day. It's supposed to rain for many days in a row, according to the Weather Channel. Next week. Here, anyway. But we have lake effect, so who knows what's really going to happen. This is a very sweet age. They're just lovely. They'll get wormed again before they go home. And they'll be bathed and they'll be groomed and faces and bums and that again. Some of the minis haven't had their faces done yet. Some have. Standards too. Anyway, there's your video. I hope you enjoyed watching. And we'll see you next week. Have a great one.